Welcome to the Advice Show, media with a common sense approach. So you had two parents in court, and the judge was getting on to them on how they don't get along in front of the child. Well, the judge had granted joint custody with the mother and the father, and the mother start freaking out, acting a fool in a courtroom. We'll roll the clip.
It just boggles my mind. Of course, every time I sit in here, it still gets to me to how two folks can crawl out of bed and get the most intimate way and make a beautiful baby and get along so good in April 2010. Because we have proof positive what happened in April 2010 because the baby was born. That's 9 months. That two parents, and I'm going to choose my words very carefully here, two parents can come in and act like such idiots when it's not about the two of you. I could care less about the two of you. I could. The two of you are not important. What's important is being. And you don't need to see two adults acting like idiots. Did I say the word idiots? It's not about you, it's about being. What the two of you have done to that little boy is unconscionable. I'm talking to both of you. It is unconscionable what you have done to that little boy. He does not deserve this. Y'all the one that crawled into bed and had sex and made that baby. He didn't ask to be born. But he was. And y'all can hate each other's guts, but y'all better act nice and lovey-dovey and everything else when you're around that little boy. And I better not hear either of you saying anything negative about the other party, or y'all will get a little trip to the Durham County Bed and Breakfast for contempt of court. And there is no appeal. You stay till I say you get out. I'm talking about that. Am I clear? Yes.
Yes.
I have no doubt that you have withheld that little boy from me. Don't you be looking at me.
I have not withheld.
You say one more word, you say one more word, you're going to go to the Durham County Bed and Breakfast today. You say one more word. All right. Deputy Neville, she's got 24 hours of contempt of court for running her mouth as soon as we get done with this. Don't you leave this court with your custody. She's got 24 hours of contempt of court for running her mouth, and I told her to shut. So you got 24 hours in the Durham County Bed and Breakfast like that because you ran your mouth and I told you to be quiet.
I never.
All right, you got 48 hours. You were saying again, you've got 48 hours now, Deputy Harper. You got 48 hours there. Every time you open your mouth, I'm going to tackle another 24. And if you open your mouth, I'm going to do the same to you. Both parents are fit and proper persons to have custody of the minor child. I'm awarding joint custody.
Just take me in. I can't do this. This is a disgrace. What you guys are doing, you get to neglect your son for 9 months. You don't take care of him. You're a drunk. You have a mistress. You have someone who doesn't need anything for anything. I take care of my thing consistently, and I get when he chooses to be in his son's life whenever he feels like it. We're going to do this system exactly. I'm going to jail for being a good brother. All that makes sense. Tell me how that makes sense. No. She goes to jail. You don't have to go around. You're not a man.
You going to? Put the cell phone. You going to? Come on, what are you doing all that? Hey, come on, man. Come on now. What are you doing? Wow, you arrested me. I try to hold my sister so you can handcuff me and you arrest me. You arrest me.
I'm telling you, just make me. Get my stuff. I'm already in. Get up! Stop yelling at me! Stop! You should have videoed this. You should have videoed this. Why? You should have videoed it. Why did he go wrong? You should have videoed this so everybody can see what really happened. Video.
That was totally uncalled for, what that woman did. It didn't make any sense. Now, if this man isn't a good parent, it'll show. Then you can go back to court, and then they will give him supervised visits if he is that bad of a person. But she was bringing up that, you know, she's done everything, and he's never been around, and he has a mistress and all this other stuff. He needs to be given a chance to be in his child's life. If he chooses not to, then you could kind of change some things around. And, you know, you got some women out here that don't really want a man to have any time with their children. Some of them are like that. Even if you are one of the decent guys, and I get guys writing me just about every day about situations like that. You know, they go in court and they say all this stuff, and sometimes it be untrue. I mean, what evidence did she have that this man wasn't, you know, in the child's life? I mean, if she brought all that evidence and showed this stuff, then the judge probably would have changed some things up. But you do have to give this man a chance. But for her to act a fool like that, and for her to act like a doggone hood rat, because that's exactly what she act like. She act like a hood rat in that courtroom, screaming, yelling. They got set up here and put in jail. Then her old crazy man come up, trying to get himself involved with the situation when he had nothing to do with it. And that's kid not even his. But he going to intervene in all this other stuff that he's doing in that courtroom with that crazy woman. And I wonder how many kids does she have? I seriously want to know. Because this woman isn't wrapped too tight. She isn't. And if he was any kind of guy that actually cared about her, he would have told her, hey, calm down. I mean, what's going on? I mean, for her just to have that kind of outburst like that, screaming and yelling, you act like the judge was giving, you know, the child to some sort of pedophile or something, the way she was screaming. I mean, that, you know, doesn't make any kind of logical sense to do that. And I know some females are like, you don't know the situation. He's this and he could have been that. I already know exactly the comments I'm going to get. But I'm sorry. All that argument you would have with me, her response makes that null and void. She proved herself, in my opinion, not to be stable, to act that way. That's not the place to start that at. Why in the world would you act up in that courtroom, and especially when that judge told you be quiet or I'm going to give you some jail time? What good are you in jail to your child? She wasn't thinking about her child. She was like, I'm going to be right. I'm going to have an attitude. I'm going to say what I want to say. I don't care. And that's why she got some jail time. There's proper ways to handle things. And the way you handle it is you have a lawyer sitting there. Why are you screaming and yelling? Let the lawyer speak for you. What you got him there if you're not going to let him talk? I mean, she just could not contain herself at all. And I know some people say, well, that judge was talking crazy. Well, you know what? They do that sometimes with certain situations. And if you really listen to the video and what the man was saying, they was really acting a fool. And I know situations like that when parents could be arguing back and forth because one of them mad because the other moved on with their life and got other things going on, or they're still caught up on the past or relationship. It's just a bunch of mess. And, you know, you let that mess go and just raise that child the right way. I don't know what y'all think about it. Like I say, this woman just totally made a fool out of herself. Her and her man got some jail time for acting stupid. I mean, some people just really just amaze me. Hit me up in the comments, future commentaries, subscribe.